Hey guys, in this video we're going to look at the gig board and the HX effects, Signalflow, and touchscreen. So the first thing most people notice on the Headrush gig board and pedal board products is the huge 7-inch touchscreen. And what's great about this is as simple as just touching your finger and sliding things around. Okay. So to create a preset or a rig, you're just going to tap on a block. You can go in here. See, we're going to put in a Marshall. Okay. Notice that the cab link is on. So this is automatically going to have a cab linked up to whatever the amplifier you choose. And then from there, you can go in, you can change the microphone if you want. You can change the on or off axis. You can add in a reverb. You can go in, you can adjust the parameters. You can see that it's just very fast, very intuitive way of building a rig. Go in here, put in a tube screamer if you want. Bring the drive down. You can even make your own presets. So the preset that I have is a dock scream. You can see that the drive is all the way down, level set to where it's, the volume is just kind of kicking up a little bit and so on. All right, so we're just going to put in like a default delay. You can go in, you can change the color. You can make it sync up to have like chord notes, eighth notes, whatever you want. So within really a matter of seconds, you can build a preset. And we can go in here to hardware, assign. You can take the amp and cab out. You can move things around to put them on whatever switches that you want. It's just super fast. So that's the big draw for me in using the Headrush products over the Helix products is that touchscreen. Because you can get to the output very fast. You can move that up or down if you need to. You can go to the inputs. You can change the input gain. You can adjust the gate parameters. So if you're using like a really heavy sound on an amp and you want to cut out a lot of that noise, you can go ahead and take care of that in the input section right there. And then when you're done, you can just hit save new rig, and you can type in on the screen what you want. So let's just say we got new rig. Okay. So there you go. That's how you use the touch screen to make a rig on the gig board. Let's head over to the HX effects now and see how Signalflow works. Yeah. So on the HX effects, we have a thing called Signalflow. And you're going to get to that by hitting the 3 lines up on the top left-hand corner. And you got Signalflow right here. Alright. So we're already in a preset here that has something on it. Let's find something that's blank. Let's see if it's 30A is blank. Okay. So Signalflow. So we basically have a blank preset right here, and there's no touch screen, but there are knobs that you can push and turn in order to add different effects. So we're going to go with the flow of beginning to end. So for me, I like to have my compression and filter effects, overdrives, and then any kind of modulation, delay, and reverb. Okay, so very quickly, in order to add an effect, you have to go to the big knob right here and push it. And now you're going to turn clockwise or counterclockwise to get to any number of effects. Okay, so we're going to go to dynamics, push the big knob. We're going to go ahead and hit mono. And then you can see that we have the deluxe comp and a bunch of other stuff. Okay, there's the gate within the dynamics right here. And there's some EQ stuff. And what's great about the gig board is you already have the gate and EQ globally, so you don't have to take up a block to do that. So that's kind of nice. But if you want to add a gate, you can. So let's just go ahead with the deluxe comp. And what I do like about the HX effects though is or every effect pretty much has a mix knob. So you can see that there's 3 parameters here on the screen, and there's the 3 knobs right here. So we're going to choose the middle one for mix, and we can blend in the dry signal into your compression sound. And I like that a lot. So I kind of hope that the gig board or Headrush in general starts adding a mix parameter to a lot of their effects. You know, it's already on the delays and reverbs, but it'd be great if it was on the overdrives and compression and stuff like that, so we can get parallel compression and parallel processing already on the effect itself. And to add another block, we're just going to turn the big knob to the left and then push it. Let's say we're going to add in some overdrive. So let's add in some T-Ma, which is the Paul Cochran Timmy. I'm not going to go through and add a bunch of stuff here, but now we're going to turn again, push. Let's add another overdrive, which is going to be the compulsive drive, which is basically an OCD from full tone. And then we're going to do it again. So let's go ahead and add some modulation real fast. Here's a tremolo. And here is the delay. So you can see just by pushing and turning the one knob, you can pretty much get to every effect that you need. Here's some delay and turn, push, reverb. Let's do the Searchlights reverb, which is really cool. We can adjust the decay of that. We can adjust the mix real fast. So I mean, it's still very quick and intuitive. You just don't have the drag and drop kind of feature that the gig board has with the 7-inch touchscreen. But with the knobs up here, you can easily get to pretty much whatever you want. Okay. And now to assign the switches, you know, the gig board has hardware assigned. But if you're already on the effect right here in the Signalflow view, you can see like, all right, my Searchlights is on switch 6. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so it pretty much assigned the effects to the switches in the order that we put them in. Okay, so we first put in the compressor. So here's switch 1, the Timmy switch 2, compulsive drive switch 3, trim 4, simple delay 5, and then Searchlight 6. Okay, now we can add in other effects over here and just not have it assigned to a switch. So let's say we want to go down here and add in a volume. Alright, so here's a volume pedal. We can go, you can choose the volume, and we can choose to move the block. So let's put that before the tremolo, but after the overdrives. We can also go in and say we're going to add a wall, Fazell wall. And in order to move these, you have to just touch the switch. Now the 3 knobs across the top can now move that block. So we're going to move that to the beginning, but after the compressor. And we're going to go ahead and save all that. Okay. So you can quickly fill up your 9 blocks if you really need to. And then for me, I like using the 4 cable method, which I already have set up on my Quilter Interblock 45 over here. So we're going to do send and return, mono, and effects loop 2. And now I'm going to move this to the middle. I'm actually going to move it right before the volume pedal and after the last dirt pedal. Okay, so in 9 blocks you can see that we have a compressor. Let me do this. So we got the deluxe comp, Fazell, Timmy, compulsive drive, effects loop 2 for the 4 cable method, volume pedal, obstacle trim, simple delay, and Searchlights reverb. Alright, so go back into mode, and we still have all the effects assigned to where they need to be. So both units are very, very easy to use. It just depends on, hey, do I want more effects and maybe use it with the real amp, or do I want the gig board or the Headrush and have like an all-in-one solution where I can have the amps and effects going at the same time. And for me, you really can't pick either one. Both are great units that can do a lot and sculpt your tone for ultimate music creation. So I am Dr. McFarland. I will see you in the next video. Keep rocking. So if you want to see great content all in one place, be sure to check out drmcfarlandstudios.com. Keep rocking.